Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called The Mercy. It's a 2018 film without a rating for some reason. It runs an hour and 42 minutes. It's directed by James Marsh. It stars Colin Firth, Rachel Weisz, David Thewlis, Finn Elliott, and Andrew Buchan. The incredible true story of amateur sailor Donald Crowhurst, who competes in a historic race to sail around the world. Leaving behind a loving wife, he embarks on a harrowing journey and risks everything. The Mercy. Well, there's not much to say about this movie. My biggest opinion after watching the whole thing is that it's nice that it's a true story, but I don't feel like it's a story that needs to be told. This is about a guy that lives in a small town in England, I think, and he signs up for this life-changing boat race, and he spends all his money and his investors' money to build this brand new boat, and it's supposed to, break all the speed records of that time and everything, and he's going to win this race, and he's going to become a legend, and he doesn't really have any experience, and he doesn't really have the right mindset of going into this thing, but he does it anyway, and he ends up not finishing. He ends up dying, and he leaves way late, so he's in last place when he leaves anyways. He has all these doubts and stuff. It's just the weirdest thing, and I don't know why someone like Colin Firth would sign up for a role like this. That's the feeling I get coming away from it, is that he is such a great actor, and he gave this character some personality a little bit, but there's no glossing over the fact that you're telling the story of this big loser, and even with the circus around the event, of it being around the world and stuff, there's no like actual coverage of him being out on the boat and stuff. Like, I don't know how people just trusted that these guys were really doing it. I mean, it's incredible. So I guess we live in a day and age now where it's hard to imagine that there wouldn't be, by the minute updates and stuff, but I guess that's how it was back then. So it's really hard to like make a movie about this in the first place for us nowadays who don't understand the no communication thing. So Rachel Weisz, Colin Firth, great actors. Why they're in this movie, I don't know. Rachel Weisz's character is like, "Oh, I love you, but you're gonna go on this race and probably die, but yeah, we're going to keep showing all these scenes of how the kids love you and they're going to miss you and they want to know everything about your trip, but they don't realize what could happen to you." And then, everybody else investing with this, like, why would you back somebody with no experience that's leaving at the flip of a coin, and, it's like prep for like next year or something, try it sometime. You don't have to be in this race thing. So it's a really odd tale, really, really weird reason to make a movie. And I just don't really understand why anybody would, come up with this thought of, I mean, like, I could understand them making this movie about the one guy who actually made his way around the world, but the guy that came in kind of second, kind of third place, and kind of cheated, and all this other stuff, like, why would you make a movie about him? I just don't understand. So I'm going to give The Mercy a D. I don't advise watching it, but some people are really big Colin Firth fans, so if you want to see it for that, see how good of a job he does. But there's just not much working with this movie, and I really don't understand why it was made. So I'm going to give a D to The Mercy. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and get some of them watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. And enjoy your movies. Thanks.